What's going on, guys? I want to talk about Steve Harvey. Now, according to this article from Euroweb, Steve Harvey is opening up about his bad decisions and marriages that he felt like helped him find the right woman. Okay, it says Steve Harvey says you've got to get a divorce to find the right chick. Now, listen, Steve Harvey's been married a number of times, and I know it has financially cost him. Okay. Now, I understand that sometimes you have to break up with a few people in order to find the right person for you, but divorce is a very expensive lesson to learn. But obviously, he felt like it has helped him find the right one, even though Steve works his ass off to financially support this woman. Now it says Steve opened up about his bad decisions and divorces in a new interview with ENCA reporter Heidi Giacos. Following announcing that he'll be hosting Family Feud South Africa next year, the comedian dished to her about the upcoming project and decades-long career in Hollywood. If I could get the money I've lost in bad investments, I could quit working right now. I could stop. I've made so many bad decisions. And I think he's talking about his marriages. The biggest investment I ever made was my investment in people. That's been my greatest investment. That's the return has been the greatest thing I've ever seen. Now, there was talk that the wife that he is with now literally told him that he needs to make more money in order for her to marry him. So that may also too be an investment that he's speaking on. Harvey, who has previously recounted what life was like while he was homeless for 3 years, had this to say about never giving up during life's most challenging moments. Every time you overcome one challenge, I've got news for you. There's another one. Another one right over there. The road to success is always under construction, because what do you know? In 2007, Harvey married his current wife, Marjorie. Prior to that, he was married to Marcia Harvey for 14 years and Mary Lee Harvey for 9 years. If you've never failed, what do you know? You know nothing. You've got to get a divorce to find the right chick. I know a little about that, Steve said. Steve and Marjorie recently celebrated their 12th anniversary with a summer European vacation. Yeah, and Steve Harvey's spending a lot of money. A lot more money now than I've seen before with this particular woman. I just hope that Steve makes the right decision with this one, because she seems to me to be a woman who still thinks she's got it and still thinks that she can go back on the dating market and find a rich man to take care of her. So I hope Steve Harvey understands this. But as far as divorce is concerned, this guy has been divorced 2 times. And he feels like he's met the right one. Well, she stayed with him so far. I hope the investment works out. But when it comes to a lot of other dudes, I don't think they're going to say the same thing. Now, we all do make mistakes. As far as the women that we've dealt with as men, we make mistakes. We move on from them. But marriage is a very pricey mistake. It's a very pricey mistake. It really is. And men who go through it once never want to go through it again. And they have learned a lot of life lessons from their failed relationships or marriages. And in my videos, I try to point out celebrity divorces just to show you that these guys, I don't care if they're rich or not, they're going through a lot too. And financially, they're in a deeper hole than you. But that doesn't mean that you can't pick up the pieces and rebuild your life, because you can. Don't ever let your circumstances dictate who you are. There are a lot of men who will give up. I've seen dudes, especially on this platform, give up on life because of one bad breakup. They talk about how they're going to go monk. They talk about how they're going to go their own way and just not deal with women ever again. What I'm saying is that, listen, you don't have to get married again. I would think after one marriage, you'll never want to go in that direction again. And that's what I've noticed a lot of men do. But Steve Harvey's the type of guy who wants a family by any means necessary. He's willing to marry for the third time. He's willing to be a stepdad to another man's kids, even though he does have kids of his own. But for the sake of this video, I'm just adding that in there. Okay. And my message in all of the content that I have done, I want men to understand that you don't have to give up on life. You don't have to get married again, because after getting divorced once and financially going through the ringer, you should never want to go through that again. And I wouldn't want you to go through that again. Okay. And I just want you to understand, all right, that we as a people, there's a lot that we can learn from, okay, from our mistakes to do better in life. And the more that we learn from our mistakes, the better things will be. So y'all understand in the comment section below, and let me know your thoughts.